Alright, so this is Sakura Chiyono O is low-key goated by Big Kusa.
Sakura Chiyono O. Like almost every single one of us global players, the first time I was introduced to her was for an absolute banger of a song.
Chiyono
And if you don't know
O.
what I'm talking about, then stop lying. I know for a fact
It is a
there
good
isn't a
song.
single living being on this planet who has yet to be blessed by this beautiful melody. The
Exactly.
lyrics just resonate with the soul.
Alright,
Just like Buckshin.
are you guys ready? Who's ready
By
to
this
sing the
beautiful melody.
Chiyono
The
song?
lyrics
Chiyono O. Doki 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 doki. Chiyono O. Suki shugi Chiyono O. Easy.
just resonate with the soul. Just like Buckshin.
Buckshin,
the only
Buckshin,
one missing is
Buckshin.
Laurel.
Laurel.
Laurel, 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 Laurel.
On second
Laurel.
thought, Laurel doesn't really roll off the tongue. But who needs a song where you repeatedly say your name for a minute
Teo,
straight? You want
Teo.
a fire solo song, am I right?
Okay, that's a good song, to be fair.
So why do we all collectively love Chiyo? Well, she's cute.
She's super adorable.
私がかわいい
Chiyo is
True.
just a pure innocent soul who always tries her absolute best to live up to her goat.
And let's not forget that Haru stole her eyes. That's the other thing about Chiyo. And we don't talk about Bakushin. If we don't count that, she's super adorable.
And father.
マルゼンスキーよ
And unlike every other Uma and Cinderella Grey, Chiyo doesn't suddenly switch personalities when she steps on the track. She doesn't need a massive ego to encourage her to win a race.
True.
Nope, just plain old hard work and whatever she writes down in the Chiyo notes. This little ball of sunshine
Okay, you can't call them Chiyo notes. That's too adorable. She's just super adorable. She can't help it.
couldn't hurt her fly if she wanted to. Look at her. She's just happy to beat her. And the one and only time she gets to shine in Cinderella Grey, boom! Imaginary augury cap swoops in to steal the spotlight. The Ashen Beast strikes again.
くしゃみか
Yep, food isn't the only thing that can satisfy her hunger. Imagine getting overshadowed for the one big victory you have to yourself. And what's
Oh,
crazy
poor
is that they never
Chiyo.
actually raced each other. After that one race, she gets pushed to the side.
Oh, she actually calls them Chiyo notes? I thought he just called them Chiyo notes. Skulls skips the story plot lore confirmed. I don't have Chiyo. She calls her own notes Chiyo notes. Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, I don't have Chiyo. I didn't get her when she was available.
Lines and demoted to background character. However, in the Star Blossom universe, she appears on the main team alongside Laurel and Buckshin, though she's mostly just there for emotional support and to make shocked expressions. This is
And
pretty
be
much the only face you
adorable.
want to see her make. But you know, it never gets old. Any panel with Chiyo in it is a goated panel.
True.
Before joining Team Alks, all three of them were members of the Victory Club, which was basically a running club for Lil Umas. Symbolically, the Victory Club represents all horses under the Sakura Commerce family. And fun fact, the name Victory Club is actually a clever pun. The man who
Is
trained
it?
all three of them, Katsutaro Sakai, has the kanji Katsu in his name.
Go back a couple seconds. All right, I'm going back a couple seconds. What did I do?
Chiyo in it is a goated panel. Before joining Team Alks, all three of them were members of the Victory Club, which was basically
Chat, we need to have a conversation. Can we get a licking sound effect? No. Guys, that happened one time and it'll never happen again. I'm a changed man. I'm reformed. I've improved, okay? We're better now. We're no longer degenerates who make licking sound effects or do anything sus. We're a new man, a new and improved man, a new, highly intelligent man. Let's continue.
a running club for Lil Umas. Symbolically, the Victory Club represents all horses under the Sakura Commerce family. And fun fact, the name Victory Club is actually a clever pun. The man who trained all three of them, Katsutaro Sakai, has the kanji Katsu in his name, which means victory. So the club
Oh, okay. That's a funny little pun. Wait, great thumbnail. Don't tell me. Not again. I hate YouTube with every fiber of my being. You know what? I'm never streaming again on YouTube.
name is actually a reference to him. Yeah, mind-blowing stuff, right?
I paused to yap for 1 second, and that's what happens. YouTube does me dirty.
There's anyone in
Umamusume Pretty Derby
that embodies traditional Japanese ideals, it's Chiyo. I mean, just look at her racewear. At first glance, you may think it belongs in a New Year's banner, but nope, the Miku outfit is just her default clothes. and it suits her personality perfectly. Cause as soon as I put her on my home screen, she started yapping about making manju and bean paste, which are the most traditional
Aw.
sweets you could possibly make. Believe it or not, Chiyo's name was actually inspired by a sumo wrestler. But not just any sumo wrestler.
Wait, she
One of
was?
the greatest in sumo history. Chiyono Fuji Mitsugu.
I think it would be so cool to see a sumo match live. I would love to see one live. One of these days, I would love to visit Japan, and one of these days, I would love to watch a live sumo match. That is dream goals right there.
So yeah, do not let our cinnamon roll image fool you. Chiyo is canonically a huge sumo fan and can indeed throw hands. There's even a
She's
training
ready
event
to
where
throw
she straight up sumo
hands?
wrestled with Chiaki
Damn.
Bono. And this might be a reach, but Chiyono Fuji's nickname was the Wolf. Now look at Chiyo's hairstyle. Those little points in her hair kinda resemble
Oh, yeah.
I think not.
While Laura and Buckshin have a Sakura flower as their pupil, Chiyo's Sakura flower ended up on her head.
Yeah, because Haru stole them.
Yep, her eyes ain't even remotely pink. Just blue. I guess the Maruzenski genes were too strong. And for some reason, Harurara also has the same Sakura eyes despite having no relation to the Sakura family whatsoever. But it makes sense since her name literally means spring. Spring? Sakura flowers? Yeah. But who needs matching eyes, am I right? Though we call them the Sakura family, unlike the Gold family, they aren't actually related. In real life, the
Oh.
Sakura name is just a label shared by all the horses that belong to the Sakura Commerce Company.
I always forget that because they share a similar name doesn't always mean they're related. That can also be from the same farm or same ranch and whatnot. My brain always forgets that and just assumes there's always a relation.
Even if Chiyo isn't directly tied to Buckshin and Laurel by blood, they do in fact share the same owner and even the same trainer. I mentioned that earlier. So, Chiyo's biggest achievement
Why do I feel called out? How did this man know that I would forget? Am I old? No. It's just I'm a streamer. Everyone knows streamers have bad memories.
was winning the Japanese Derby and setting a new race record that was 0.2 seconds faster than the previous one set in 1982. And I know it doesn't sound like much, but even a millisecond is big news in the horse racing scene.
True.
And at the time, it was pretty shocking too. There was a lot of skepticism about his Derby chances, especially since he had just finished third
Turbo.
in his previous race at the Satsuki show. But as we all saw, he proved everyone wrong when it mattered most. And yeah, people can say, Oguri would have soloed, or whatever, but you can't really say that since Oguri never even ran in a Japanese Derby, which has a completely different track and distance. And besides, Oguri already has more than enough G1 wins.
True.
Your greed sickens me. They say whoever wins the Japanese Derby
Poor Oguri Cap. Although she has the gigantic Sin Gray buff, I feel like that's also made people dislike her more too.
is the luckiest horse alive, but I guess sometimes that luck only lasts us for a brief moment. Shortly after his Derby victory, Chiyo developed flexor tendonitis in his right front leg. This injury was so serious that he had to stop racing for the rest of the 1988 season. Chiyo returned to the track after a year, but his original tendon issue flared up again during the Yasuda Kinen and the Takada Sakura Kinen, where he placed 16th in both races. Because of this, they decided to retire him permanently. So unlike Teo, who pulled off one of the most legendary comebacks, Sakura Chiyono O's story didn't get the same miraculous ending. Still, that doesn't undermine what he managed to accomplish. I mean, being the son of Maruzenski, one of the most dominant horses of his era, and an undefeated prodigy who reshaped expectations on the Japanese turf, there had to be hella pressure on him. Living up to a sire like that, or even attempting to rival him, is not something your average Uma can even dream of.
Yeah,
And
very
if he didn't
true.
end up with a career dramatic enough for its own anime adaptation, a single G1 victory was still monumental. By the time this video comes out, Chiyo's banner would already be released,
Yep,
and you already know I'm pulling.
I didn't get her. Though to be fair, I didn't pull for her either because, you know, I'm trying to save my carrots.
And curse you, side games. I can't even reunite Chiyo with her best friend Ardon, since Admire Vega, Kita-san Black, and Satano Diamond are being released back to back.
Yep, and the only one of those that I got was Kita-san, and I didn't even want her. I wanted Mambo, but I got Kita-san instead. Well, I did get Mambo in the end, but yeah.
With no gaps.
Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi.
So next time you see me, I'll be broke.
Say.
I'll update you guys on how it goes on the YouTube post.
50k carrots in a dream. I believe this man got his Chiyo. I have full faith.
And one more thing, you guys are sick.
Why was it there? We almost had a wholesome, adorable video with nothing but Chiyo, and it had to go there. It really had to go there. Let's just finish it. Why is she scratching her butt? Mambo! Right, I'm gonna take it easy and use the day to do some thorough stretches and reflection. Never give up. Chiyono. Oh! God, she's so adorable. Alright, that was a good video. You know, except for the whole cursed ending. But outside of that, great video.